after a week of just kind of in the weight room and stuff, what's the mindset? What's the kind of vibe around the team right now coming off that Big 12 championship game?
Yeah, just kind of getting back to the groove of things. We still playing fast like we were. It's just a matter of kind of getting the guys that were not as healthy back to 100% as much as possible. So at the same time, the overall vibe is everybody's locked in. Obviously, we got a big game ahead of us. So yeah, we treat it just like that.
Health-wise, how good do you feel right now?
About 85-90% right now. I'm not 100, but I'm still practicing. The pain when I was running, which was at first not too tolerable. Like I can bear it now as long as I wrap my ankle and stuff up. But by the time game time comes, I should be 100.
Did it feel good to finally have a break last Saturday?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it almost felt weird. I got up like, oh, we don't got a game today, so I was just trying to find something to do, occupy myself for the rest of the day. So.
Now that you guys have had a chance to kind of look at Michigan, I guess, what are some of your first impressions about their team?
Obviously overall a good team, especially on defense, very solid. Sound defense. They're always gonna, be in the spots they're supposed to be. But I've got a lot of faith in the offense, and if we execute how we're supposed to, I feel like we'll be just fine.
With the new coaching staff coming in, when did you guys really start buying in and believing, and was there kind of a turning point, you think?
Way before the season, kind of middle towards the end of the spring, when we actually realized like it's, like they're the real deal. They came with a mindset in the coaching staff that we weren't familiar with and haven't really seen before. So, obviously with any new change, it kind of took us a minute, but we found a way to adapt to it quick.
What's the biggest difference, I guess, in the team culture this year from previous years?
Yeah, just overall discipline, just a mindset thing. Because like I said in the previous interviews, we've had the tools, in the past to do the things we're doing this year. It was just the little things that always kept us down. So I feel like this year they definitely instilled a lot of discipline into us, and then on top of just the mental and physical part of just actual football, I feel like they implemented a lot of nutrition into us too. That plays a big role. We weren't getting as much with the previous coaching staff, and I feel like this coaching staff really tries their best to make it their number one priority to have us bigger, faster, stronger. So that all starts with nutrition.
What clicked in the spring? Was there something specific? You mentioned it clicked. Was there an event, something you did, or just was there something specific there that really stood out to you that caused the buy-in?
Nothing really specific, but I mean like outside of just the general practice and stuff, we'll have like team words and stuff. So we'll do stuff off the field, and then we'll have this thing after practice where like they'll call like 5 or 6 players up at a time just to kind of tell their story, or like if they were new, just kind of introduce themselves to the team. And I feel like actually coming in front of the team and being vulnerable like that in front of all your brothers makes it just that much easier for you to fight for them. Like once you actually know what they're about. So I feel like it's that.
With Michigan and watching their film, Quentin, have you noticed any similarities with them compared to any teams that you guys have played already this year, like as far as athletes go?
I mean, not too much, but as far as length and stuff, I can speak for the defensive backs. Someone like K-State, as far as length, not really play style. They just got different play styles, but they're big, 6'2", 6'3", 190. So I mean that's the only thing that really kind of looked familiar to me when I was watching film.
Is there an example of that increased discipline that kind of comes to mind when you think back on, you say the discipline has increased? What's something that maybe is an example of that?
Kind of during the season, our first game that was actually like, okay, we got to lock in. I feel like with that overtime game against Oklahoma State. Kind of games like that in the past, we always found a way to come up short, because we'll either be tired or down by however many touchdowns, and then we always seem to just start falling apart piece by piece. But I feel like throughout that game, we really showed layers of focus and how much we actually trust each other and trust the game plan and trust the coaches. And obviously we were able to finish that game. So kind of from then on forward, it kind of just showed ourselves as a team, like we can get through anything we put on ourselves.
You've been playing with Max Duggan for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
What kind of leader is he? Can you describe what he brings?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a lot of energy, passion and emotion to not only football game, but kind of through us as well. He's not always just yelling like, let's go, let's do this, that. But like when he does, it's like, okay, like let's listen up, things like that. And then kind of just the fight that he has. It inspires everybody. It's been times when he's been, broken foot, still playing on it. Okay, like obviously that gives me a lot of motivation because I'm tired. Like what do I got to complain about? His foot is broken. He's still running, 50-yard touchdowns and stuff. In the championship game, he can barely breathe. He's still out there giving it his all. So just little things like that. I feel like kind of just puts the team on. I was like, wow, he's really fighting for it. So it makes it that much easier for us to fight for him.
How was your connection growing with him personally as a QB wide receiver duo over the 3 years you've been together, both on and off the field?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's grown a lot. Obviously, I was, pretty new to it as was he. When I first came in, I've never really had a quarterback, like him, dual threat quarterback in high school and stuff like that. So, it took a little time to adapt, but it wasn't hard. It didn't take too long. And off the field, it just made it that much better. Like I said before, we do a lot of off the field stuff as far as the team. So, the click there kind of came rather quick.
You got, I think as a team, like 13 completions of 50 yards or more. You're one of the top in the country. That the past 3 years combined, you only had 12 completions of 50 yards. What changed from that standpoint? And when did you realize you might have something going on?
I mean, just overall mindset. Because like I said before, we were more than capable of doing that in the past. But it was just always something that just wasn't clicking for us. Whether that was a player not doing his assignment and stand down rather than kind of messing up and being like, all right, let's keep going. To just any little problem. But I feel like like I said, I just keep going back to it, just like overall discipline, laser focus, and just kind of Coach Cosman and staff just like instilling into us that we can do it, we can get through, like the tough games, like the K-State game, like the Baylor game, like Oklahoma State game. So, just that overall discipline kind of built a lot of confidence in us.
What kind of impact did the transfers have on this team, the guys that came in?
Yeah, a big impact. They had a lot to do with our, success this year. Obviously with transfers and stuff, as in the new coaching staff, there's a lot of unknowns with them. But when everybody came, we knew it was time to get to work. So we didn't really have time to ask questions and stuff like that. We kind of just hit the ground running. They brought in a new style of play, a lot of them, and then as well as coaches, they implemented a new game plan for us. So. They were transfers, but at the same time, we had a new coaching staff, so it was all kind of new to us. So we was all kind of starting from square one. So we all kind of just, kind of grew together in their style of play.